What's up, everyone? This is Dave, aka Finance Guy, and I'm going to bring you a special video and an announcement. This is a 72 box raid of EQ Emulator, a local install on my computer. We are doing this video out of order, so there are videos queued until about middle of October as of the time of this recording. So you'll see some more of classic EverQuest. I still have some Planar Sky to do, and some other things that haven't been published yet. So at this point, in real time, I'm level 60. Just started Kunark. I've killed Venril Sathir and Trakanon quite a few times, but I thought I would show some of a fun fight, and I haven't tried this yet, so this would be interesting. But I wanted to just talk about something real quick. I would like to monetize my YouTube channel eventually, just support the efforts of what I've been doing since I've gotten so much more traction than I ever could have imagined. You guys are great. I love the comments. I love the feedback. I've gotten quite a bit of subscribers in a short amount of time. So I created a Patreon, and I'm not one to ask for money, but if you happen to like what you see and you want to buy me some water while I talk, or buy me a cup of coffee once a month, feel free to go over there. I'll leave the link in the description. It's patreon.com/finance guy. Because I'd really like to keep this channel ad free once the option comes to put ads on the channel, but I like uninterrupted content personally, and if you do too, and you want to show your support, you know I would absolutely love if you could just, throw up a little contribution and let me know how much you care for the channel, and I'll keep making these videos. So what I'm gonna do to kind of kick off the fact that I'm launching a Patreon is I'm gonna do something a little crazy. So I don't think we're gonna get through this. I think this is gonna be like instant death. But I'm just gonna put it on GM mode. So these three really tall humans over here are actually Dread, Fright, and Terror from Plane of Fear, and we're gonna try to take on all three of them at the same time. And honestly, outside of the fact of their one special move that's going to make this very difficult, is that they're probably really easy to do, but they all death touch, and that's I'm going to have three mobs that death touch at the same time with 32,000 something hit points. Um, I also believe Fright has an AOE, so I didn't want to do this in Plane of Fear, so I would have to clean up the entire zone and then bring them to life. So that's why they're humanoid and not golems. I did spawn them here in East Commons. We're gonna kind of see what happens. I will not really sure who I'm gonna pull with. I feel like I need to pull with three different characters because all three people need to take a death touch just to make sure there's some tanks for when they come in. I also have to make sure Dave doesn't die, because if Dave dies, well, I won't have a driver. I guess I could just summon him back like I usually do. But I think I'm just gonna have Dave hide in the background, like back here, like a little coward that he is. Damn Dave. Um, so that's what we're gonna do. And like I said, I haven't tried this. I was trying to think of what is the most interesting thing that I could fathom doing to kick off my Patreon that might not be able to do on live. I guess you could technically fight all three golems on live if you wanted to, but just something I could do being now in the Kunark expansion, but not really having any gear, not really have I haven't gone to Vishan's Peak. I haven't done any of the Epic Quest yet. I will start creating Epic Quest videos soon. I'm hoping to start doing that this weekend. Walking through the epics with the 72-man raid, and I'll do each Epic Quest one time. So anyway, without further ado, let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. All my buffs should be done. It looks like some people are still low in mana, so I'm just gonna meditate for a bit. And yeah, I'm probably gonna need full mana for this. I have a feeling that this is going to be nuts. Or it might be quick. They might go down quick. The golems at level 50 are not incredibly difficult, one of them at a time. So I imagine at level 60, they won't be too bad. Just to be safe, I'm gonna tell my wizards to use their lures, just to make sure that if the golems are resistant, I just want to burn them down quick. I do have Gam Parse running, so we can kind of see the parse as time goes. And I think we're good. So let's turn off auto follow. Let's turn off meditate. And I'm just gonna. Who do I want to give up? Who is a character that can die first? How about Anne? Wait, I need three characters, right? Because I need to pull, and then pull. So we're gonna kill Anne first, or at least one of the characters who will die. Who else can I give up? How about Dusty? He's a beast sword. No, beast sword is actually good DPS. I don't want to give up a beast sword. I don't want to give up a bard. Who would not be worthy of this fight? probably one of the Berserkers. I feel like the Berserkers do not do a lot of DPS at level 60 with the current gear that they have. So I'm going to throw Nico in the mix. I'm going to run him in, and then I'm going to run Hazashi, the other Berserker that I use. I have 4 Berserkers, but Berserkers generally do more DPS at level 65. They get a lot more special abilities and also better weapons. So this is we're gonna see what happens. And yeah, here we go. So Hazashi's running in first, then Nico, then Anne. So I'm gonna get raised, hot switch over to Nico as soon as these guys aggro. Oh boy, are they not gonna aggro? Did I make a mistake? Uh-oh. Interesting. Okay, so I need to throw something at them. Which means, okay, so I'm going to get Nico. I wonder if I can just melee them just to get their attention. So let's bring Nico a little closer. And then I wonder if they're not going to assist each other. So what I'm going to do just to make sure we do this right is we're going to end Anne's macro, end Nico's macro, and I'm going to end Hazashi's macro. And then I'm going to move the whole raid a little bit closer so we can charge in after the triple death touch. Because I do want to make sure we aggro all 3 of them. I don't want to fight one at a time. I want to make sure they're all engaged in the raid. Here we go. And then we're going to run Zashi up first. And let's just swing at one of them. Alright, here we go. Zashi first. He's dead. Alright. Nico next. I should have put on a run speed buff. That would have been a good idea. Wow, there's a lot of beeps. Nico next. And then Anne. Just gonna cast a spell. Come on. I gotta do this in 30 seconds. Here we go. Anne's gonna die. Alright, now I gotta run in and fight them. Here we go. Oh boy. Terror, Dread, and Fright as humans all at once. So let's get the debuffs on them. And the dots. So far, wow, that's actually, so far so good. So far so good. This is a little unexciting, but we'll see if more death touches come. Nah, this was not as exciting as I thought it would be. They don't have enough hit points to survive me. So they're gonna death touch a few more times, but I think I got this. Let's see what happens. I killed Fright first. I believe I feel like Fright or Terror is the harder one. One of the golems is harder than the others. So that was actually not bad. And I feel like I ripped you guys off because that was not as exciting as I thought. So we're gonna do the bonus round. We're gonna pick a mob from another expansion that's a little bit harder, given that my gear is terrible, and we're gonna try to beat him. So let's kill Dread. Let's kill him up. And okay, I'm not gonna loot them, right? Well, actually, I think Bria is auto looting, but that's okay. It doesn't matter. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna summon everyone back with my summon button. And who else can we take out? What about like? I think Statue of Relizek would honestly kick the living crap out of me because my armor class is so low. I think I would need like at least 1,600 armor class to take him on, probably 2,000 more hit points. So I'm not going to do that. I am going to restart the macros though, so I apologize for all the beeps. I need a ton of beeps. Just give me 1 sec. I have a lot of, it's the veteran A's that you're hearing going crazy. I don't have them for whatever reason, so they're just claiming errors. Okay, so let them do their thing. I'm going to drop my buffs off, let them rebuff. And then what we're going to do is go to Heidi SQL, and I'm going to find a mob to fight that's probably way too hard for me. Just to see what it's like with classic gear at level 60. No real gear on Kunark. I have some breastplates from Trakanon. I have some legs from Venril Sathir, a couple items from both of them, and a couple of random drops in Sibylla's when I was hunting for leveling to 60. Well, let's try the next step up. Let's try Derakor the Vindicator. We gotta do underscores. So if you're spawning a mob, make sure you use underscores. So 113118. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get Dave away from the raid while we're buffing right now. So I'm gonna pause the video while they finish buffing. I'll be right back. So only a few seconds will pass for you, a few minutes will pass for me. Be right back.
Alright, I'm back. I will say that one of the drawbacks of level 60 in the beginning is the buff routines take about almost 5 to 10 minutes because you just don't have a lot of mana coming out of Classic, and even in Kunark, you don't have a ton of mana until you're like through Vishan's Peak several times, and buffs are expensive when you have 72 characters and not a lot of buffers. I only, have a handful. I have like 4 shaman, and they gotta buff everyone with focus and like miscellaneous other buffs, and my druids, I have 5 druids, and they gotta buff with the protection of the glade on everyone. So, and it takes a while. Key takes a long time just because of the mana cost. I just gotta get better gear, so that did take a minute. So what we're gonna do? I have not set up my complete heal rotation on this install of EverQuest. So with that in mind, we're not gonna have complete heal. We're not gonna have a complete heal chain. So I'm running Dave out here, and I'm gonna spawn Derakor the Vindicator. And I am curious, without a complete heal rotation, with really bad hit points and armor class, and suboptimal gear, but good spells on the casters, can I kill him? So, no idea. We can try him out. And we're gonna NPC type spawn 1131118. It's gonna be a human, but it is Derakor the Vindicator. So this is gonna be a lot harder. He has 180,000 hit points, much higher than anything I've ever fought on these characters. I think 32,000 was the most. He can hit for up to, what's that, 700, and I don't know what else he does. Now in the real fight against Derakor the Vindicator and Kel Draco, he has 2 guards. We're not gonna see those here. So let's see what happens. I'm very curious. I believe we need a rampage tank. I believe he rampages, so we're gonna have to send in someone else to pull him, and that's gonna be Arthur, because Arthur is generally my second highest armor class character. He's one of my Shadow Knights. He's my Ixar Shadow Knight. Yeah, he's a huge armor as well. And we're just gonna cast a spell on Derakor the Vindicator to get his attention. And that won't do any damage, or not a lot of damage, just something to get his attention. Upload a plane. Alright. Alright. And let's gonna try this. Here he comes. Here he comes. Alright. 72 boxing. Derakor the Vindicator. Like, no gear. No complete heal. Oh my god, ow. We're gonna debuff him. We're gonna pop defensive. Let's make it a little easier. So far he's aggroing other people. Okay. So we're not really sure what's gonna happen now. Meg's doing a good job. Alright, I'm back on Dave. And now he's on other characters. Okay. So it looks like he's gonna bounce around a bit. So far so good. He's probably gonna kill a few people just because his aggro is bouncing. So maybe this was anticlimactic too. Maybe just that I'm gonna actually tell Rhea loot off. Did that work? So loot space off. I don't want her looting the corpse. I don't want to keep this stuff. This is kind of for fun. We're not in Velius yet. We're not allowed to have Velius gear. So I can always just destroy it anyway. So that was actually easier than I thought. So we gotta try something harder. If we're gonna do a Patreon launch and 72 blocks in East Commons with a bunch of level 6 characters who just turned level 60, maybe we have to try something just a little harder. Who's in the mood? I'm not doing Lord Viam. I am not doing Lord Viam out here. He'll throw people through the zone line. That would be out of this world. But no, thank you. Not doing that. Vulak might be interesting, but he wouldn't even be fun because he would just kill me. He would kill me. That would not be fun. I'm trying to think of like a challenge that would be fun to try, but would not be like instant death for me. I'm trying to think of other expansions, other mobs. I don't know my expansions much past Omens of War, even though that's about as far as this game goes. And I wouldn't be able to hit any boss in Omens of War. Planes of Power. I'm trying to think of like Velius and Lachlan, and I'm thinking Blob 1 would have too many hit points. That fight would probably take like an hour at my DPS. Or maybe not an hour, like maybe a half hour. So I'm trying to think of like what would be exciting. And you know, honestly, if you guys have ideas, I will post follow-up videos, even though we're a little out of order right now. But how about we do two Derakor the Vindicators? It seemed like that fight was decent. Why don't we try two of him at the same time? That might be fun. And then I'll wrap up after that. So we're gonna need. I don't know how to do 2 ramp tanks. I'm guessing Arthur's gonna have to ramp tank both of them. Oh, you guys coming? You guys want to go? Come on. What? You're stopping. That's weird. That's odd. They're something stopping them from following. That's interesting. Okay. So what I'm gonna do, and I'm gonna wrap up after this. I'm gonna spawn 2 Derakor the Vindicators. We're gonna fight both simultaneously with no complete heal, and no no nothing. And I'm gonna see if we can do it. So I'll put one over here and one over here, and this is the best part about running your own server. You can do stupid stuff like this. You don't have to play serious all the time. Come on, serious play is fun, but this is fun too. So we're gonna turn GM off, and so how to do this? I have peel. I'm gonna make sure peel tank is turned on. Probably just gonna let one of the other tanks just tank, and I'm gonna manually turn on all their defensive disciplines. First of all, I'm gonna reset mine. So reset disk _timer space all. That just resets my disciplines. So let's see. What do I do? /BCAA / disk defensive. There we go. Now we're gonna switch to Arthur. Hope to God he doesn't die, and pull Derakor the Vindicators. Oh, come on, Arthur! Don't. Oh, there. Oh, Arthur is already dead. Okay, we are in serious trouble. Oh my God. Oh. So someone suspected that to happen. This is more how I expected the first fight to go, but okay, let's get Dave zoned back into East Common Lands, and oh my God, what have I done? Alright, we're gonna debuff. Okay, we're gonna debuff and dot, and debuff and dot. Make sure everyone's engaged on the first Derakor the Vindicator. Oh my God. This is fun. I like doing this. I like challenging my raid. I wonder if I'll even kill one of them. It doesn't look like it. I just saw Michelle die. She's a tank. Oh yeah, we're effed now. Oh my God, that's hilarious. We might kill one of the Vindicators, but that other one's just running around smashing everyone. Looks like they're both on. Yeah, I think all the tanks are dead. Let's find out. Any tanks still alive? Paladins are dead. Jackie's alive, and oh, Dave's not alive. He's just watching. I'm watching the fight as Dave. So, yeah. This is great. Please, while we're wiping, please, if you're interested in seeing peculiar fights, and again, I might not post right away just because there is a month of videos queued as of this video being launched. I can still post stuff out of order. That's fine. Please let me know. I'd love to do more of these. These are like my favorite videos. I think just kind of going off kilter a little bit and trying things that are just absurd. What you can expect for the next month is more classic videos showing kind of the end of classic, Plane of Sky, and a few other things. And then I'm going to go into Kunark and show you like Venril Sathir, some Trakanon, and the EverQuest. I want to do one of each epic, and also Vishan's Peak, and whatever other raid fight I can think of. And we'll do Kunark like that for a bit. So if you like what you've been seeing, please like, share, comment, and subscribe. If you really want me to put more effort into these videos, because I'd really like to, it's just I have a job, and I do have to take that into consideration. But if you'd like to support the channel, keep it ad-free, buy me a cup of coffee once a month or a bottle of water, please consider going to my Patreon and checking it out. I really would appreciate that. Otherwise, have a great day or night, and I look forward to seeing more of these videos soon, and I'll talk to you then.